expert. He's had 30 plus years in the business as a TV host, author, and owner of the farm that we're talking about. He's had multiple seasons. I think last time we checked 17 seasons on PBS with his own show. And as I said before, what's nice about his product is he owns the farm. They're his flowers, and he's very proud of those. So let me tell you something that we got going on first. So when my man was here last time, when Alan was here last time, we featured the three-piece coral peony collection. They sold out in about 5 minutes. We were able to get them back for this show. We didn't even have them yesterday, and I saw you today, and I'm like, we got the peonies
We got them, man.
So these are gonna sell out. It's good to see you again, my
too,
friend.
Buddy.
I love working with you. I love the fact that, you know, you've been in the business so long, but you also have the farm. You're not just like some, you're not the face. All this stuff. You do it all.
Man, we walk the talk.
You
you got to practice what you preach.
You certainly do. Let's talk about the peonies. What makes them so special? Well,
peonies are fantastic. I mean, it's probably one of the longest living perennials you can have in your garden. I mean, up to 75 years, these clumps will last, really uncared for. And what we have here is this collection of coral types, 3 different coral types.
Okay.
You've got Hawaiian coral, coral charm, and coral sunset. And I've grown these. I mean, right now, mine are beginning to bloom in my garden.
In April.
At the farm, right? And they are, well, that clump has been there for 15 years. Wow. And they just get bigger and better, Guy, every year.
And not much maintenance, right?
No, not any maintenance at all. Now, what I want to point out here, this is the peony tuber that people will receive.
So they're going to get that whole thing.
Look at the size of that thing, okay? And what we're proud of is that we're shipping 3 to 5 eye tubers. And that's really important because, look, every one of these is going to be a stalk coming up and producing these blooms. So you want a big plant like this. Now, the thing I want people to understand, when you're dealing with peonies, big mistake is people will often plant them too deeply. All right? And so what you want to do is you just want to bring the soil level just above where those little red buds are coming up, those eyes that are emerging.
So they can just peek out a little bit.
Work up some good soil, layer them in there, and I'm telling you, they're going to come back year after year. That's what's fabulous about them.
I love the color of them that you do too. I think the blend is beautiful. If you love the lights and deeps and colors of pink, and then the foliage is behind it is so green. It's such a great backdrop. I know you have some pictures. Let me update people real quick. You know this happens. So we only have 500, all right? And they will sell out in this airing.
Well, they sold out in March.
They went really, really quick because this is the time of year to be getting them.
Right. You need to get them in the ground now. You can also plant them in the fall, but we have this limited offer for spring planting of these, and they're going to come up and emerge and flower. So I really hope people take advantage of it because it's a great offer in that I've taken the 3 of my favorite coral types that have performed so well for us over the years. That's the main thing.
They're amazingly fragrant. In addition to all the other things, here's the information. We're going to give you we give you all the information on how to grow them. Now, peonies like the full sun. They just get better and better every single year, as Alan was telling you. And the bloom period is springtime. But I know everybody lives in a different place.
They do, and really what people need to know is if you're sadly in Florida and the coastal region of the country, they're not going to do that well because they need to be cold. The colder it gets, the better they perform.
So remember that when you're buying. See, I love that you tell that to people rather than having them be frustrated.
Listen, I've tried them over and over. I know these early bloomers will do pretty well in the South, you know, down in the zone 7, maybe zone 8.
So like through Tennessee, those areas.
Oh, perfect. Zone 8. But you get down deep in the South. I've grown them as far south as Columbus, Georgia, and they've done all right, okay?
So Phoenix and Tampa, where I've lived, maybe not so much.
Sorry, Guy, you can't
That's all right, but my family is up in Connecticut, so they could do it up there.
In Minnesota, these things are amazing. Through the Midwest, all across the East Coast, they're fabulous.
Paul says 450 left now remaining if you want to get them. Let's talk about their scent too. I know they got a real pretty fragrance, right?
Oh, yeah, they're very, very fragrant. And what I love about these is they're the perfect Mother's Day gift because they're going to come back year after year, and it's probably the most beloved flower, the peony.
They're beautiful. So today they're only $65.95, and you're going to get 3 separate variations of this. They're only $20 $21.98 on FlexPay. So what I was saying to you earlier, and you saw that, I think you saw the map go up. What the company will do, what Moss Mountain will do, is they'll only deliver these when it's right for planting. Because I know a lot of you are like, well, listen, I live in Tennessee, but I live in South Dakota. How do I know when's? Obviously, we have different temperatures. We know, or Alan knows, so he won't ship them out until it's the right time. So he'll look at your zip code and address, and he'll know your planting zone, and that's when these will arrive. So you don't even have to worry about it. Makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to worry about
if you got 2 feet of snow in South Dakota, we ain't gonna send them to you.
No, there you go. They come there.
The other thing, guy, they make great cut flowers. That's the thing I want to point out. Well, they are gorgeous. And just a single, a bud like this and a flower and a vase is just incredible. That's what I love about them.
They are. All right, so down to about 400 now. Can you tell everybody just one more time, because if people join us late, with planting, I think that's the important thing. A lot of people go through the effort and then they don't plant them properly. With this one, what do we do?
Well, what you want is a top size tuber, and that's what we've got here. We're looking for those 3 to 5 eye tubers.
And they may be different, right?
They're a different shape. They have a very odd sort of shape to them, but this is a very long-lasting root. Like I said, these things have lasted in gardens up to 75 years,
Which is crazy. It's
amazing. So what you see these red eyes here where the stems are beginning to emerge.
I got them on this side of this one.
That's exactly right. You want the soil level just to be just over that. You don't want to plant them too deeply.
So if I was going to do it, so I would want to get sort of like down there and then just, like you said, just kind of like that. Is that about right? Maybe a little deeper.
I might
little
nestle
bit.
them down a little bit.
So you say
deeper.
maybe like a half inch or an inch of soil on top.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you do.
All those instructions will come to you.
They will.
I now have about 375 remaining. We put our clock up for you if you want to get them. What I think one of the most impressive things about these is how you picked up the different color variations, because they're all a little bit different.
They are. But they're all coral in tone.
Yeah.
But with slight different variations, and they bloom at slightly different time periods. Coral Charm is the very first one out of the series to bloom for us.
Tell me about your farm now. How come your farm is so special?
Well, we grow these things. For 12 years we've grown these things on the farm, and before that, with our PBS show being now in its 18th season, we've used our cottage downtown to grow a lot of these. That's where these that are 15 years older in my cottage downtown. Yeah. So it's just, we trial all these things, guys. It's just so important what I'm looking for are the very best plants that require the least amount of care for our viewer and for our gardeners. People need help. They want to know how to grow these things. And so, that's the joy of this for me. I want to teach them how to have beauty in their lives. Right,
and I think, what's great about you guys too, Alan, is the fact that a lot of times it's just the little things that can make all the difference that they miss.
Yes.
Because you can do everything right and then do one thing like not plant them properly with enough soil, and that's the thing that can make them not work.
Give them enough sun. That's another thing. A lot of times I've gone, I love these peonies. I dug them out of my grandmother's garden. I'm going to keep them, and the trees have encroached, and they're not getting enough sun.
They need it.
So full sun. You don't want to plant them too deeply, and they respond to a high phosphorus fertilizer, a fertilizer with a higher middle number. Okay. That's what's going to help them set those big buds. And you want to make sure you fertilize them really through the growing season, and then they'll go dormant in late summer and fall, and they go quiet, and then in the spring they emerge, and this is the kind of results you get from these things. They're just fantastic.
I think that's the most exciting part, because I bought some flowers here a couple years ago from HSN, and I have them in potted plants, and they're bulbs, and I get so excited when they start coming up. I forget about them, that they're out there, and all of a sudden they come up, and you just get such great color. So remember, these are wonderful for any area where you get lots of sun. Make sure you check out, Paul just said 300 to 350 left. Make sure you get them plenty of sun. Read the instructions when you get them. They won't come to you until they're ready to plant. So realistically, it's hard to make a mistake. Remember, they're going to get better after each season.
Yeah, and you want to plant them in a place where you're not going to garden around them. You're going to leave them alone.
Let them be their own thing.
You want to leave them alone.
Right.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You see them in the cemeteries and graveyards where they're just blooming, and they come back year after year.
Right. Once you get them started, they can do their thing. Just make sure they get plenty of sun. All right, so we're going to move on. We'll let you know how that's doing. But as I said before, very, very busy right now. Lots of people are getting their flowers sent out to their house, and good for you. You're going to love the results, and that's really what it's all about. It's about getting results. So Coral Peony collection, $69.95 on that. All right, we're going to move into something that I know my dad used to have similar plants